Here is your Africa True Story, Africa-wide. How Bill Gates is sending $7 billion to Africa in order to promote abortion as population control. In a world where enormous sums of money rarely raise eyebrows, Bill Gates' new pledge of $7 billion in abortion and population aid to Africa has come with great controversy. International development funding inevitably comes with strings attached, and more often than not, those strings are tied to ideological agendas. Case in point, the Gates Foundation aggressive track record of abortion promotion, which stands in sharp contrast to the robust pro-life culture of many African countries. Abortion is illegal or heavily restricted across most of the continent, but money has a way of maneuvering around the law, and ultimately, much of the reason for pushing tremendous sums on developing countries is to dismantle established laws that protect unborn life. In this context, $7 billion could go a long way towards undermining what people actually want for their country. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the philanthropic organization run by the Microsoft founder and billionaire and his wife, has been criticized in recent years for everything from promoting corporate globalization and funding genetically modified crop research in Africa to changing its position on abortion. The foundation is also supposedly concerned about climate change, but has $1.2 billion invested in fossil fuels. The Gates Foundation's methods of philanthropy has been questioned by many, with some stating that Bill Gates is playing God. In the developing world in recent years, the number of non-governmental organizations working in the international arena has vastly increased, generally making a positive impact. But as this influence has deepened, government in the developing world and scholars have scrutinized the work and accountability of NGOs, given they are mostly independent and not subjected to international law. While NGOs must adhere to domestic laws of the places which they work, adherence is dependent upon the strength of enforcement of those laws. Proponents argue that this independence is essential for NGOs to effectively carry out their work. However, a review of healthcare programs funded by the Bill Gates Foundation calls into question current accountability measures of NGOs in the healthcare sector and can shine a light on weaknesses and potential areas of improvement in the current accountability regime for NGOs. In 2010, the Gates Foundation funded experimental malaria and meningitis vaccine trials across Africa and HPV vaccine programs in India. All of these programs resulted in numerous deaths and injuries, which accounts of forced vaccinations and ununiformed consent. Ultimately, these health campaigns, under the guise of saving lives, have relocated large-scale clinics trials of untested or unapproved drugs to developing markets where administering drugs is less regulated and cheaper. With the revelation of such abuses, the shortcomings of the current accountability regime for NGOs must be addressed in two critical areas: monitoring projects and monitoring potential influences and exploitation between donors and NGOs. As recent reports have highlighted, Bill Gates' model of catalytic philanthropy is based on giving money to the wealthy to help the needy. A large amount of the foundation's development funding goes to research institutions, corporations, and NGOs located in the global north. There are many aspects of the Gates Foundation and other philanthropic foundations that are profoundly undemocratic. The Gates Foundation's board has long been composed primarily of family members and founders. Although the foundation receives enormous public tax subsidies, there is also no democratic mechanism for the wider public to have any say in how the foundation's assets are dispersed towards public ends. At the very least, Bill Gates should engage with his critics and fund solutions that are demanded by and relevant to the Africans and community he claims to want to help. Many Africans think that international efforts to promote abortion are a prime example of cultural colonialism. Recently, a United Nations resolution defining abortion as a human right and advancing gender ideology was adopted in September this year with overwhelming support from Western countries, but was opposed by a group of mainly African nations. The resolution adopted also references new gender terminologies that some countries said was in opposition to their values because it contradicted a traditional view on human sexuality. The resolution's focus on abortion and gender ideology came under fire from 33 nations, primarily from Africa. Nigeria led the fight by proposing several amendments to protect unborn children and delete controversial language from the resolution, but the measures failed to get enough support to pass. While they provide needed assistance and help meet the health needs for Africans, international aid can make the continent dependent on handouts, unwittingly encourage unscrupulous leaders not to generate or make national resources available to the people, and at the same time also encourage foreign policies to be used to manipulate rules and laws of recipient countries. Worse even, foreign assistance leaves a vacuum when it is depleted or for various reasons withdrawn. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow, share, and like our video. It's the best way of supporting us. And remember, Africa is watching.